I cannot finish. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Sorry for the break in the first period. The content cannot contain the recording. So salaries on January 30, 20,000, and the balance. So we after we might have posted all the transactions given to us in the question to balance the account. We will try to find the total in the debit side by adding 100,000, 5,000 and 40,000 together. We have the total to be 145,000. Then by the time you add the items in the credit side, which are payment, for business organization that makes profit, their income supposed to be greater than their payment. Where income is greater than the payment, that means such organization has realized profit. But if otherwise, as in if their payment is greater than the income, that means they have realized loss. And instead of having our balance carried down in the credit side, if the payment is greater than the income, that means the balance carried down that is in the credit side there will be in the debit side if payment is greater than the income. So in this case now, income is greater, meaning they realized profit. So the income is 145,000. Then we will now add all the payments made here. 100 naira, 20,000 naira, 100 naira, 17, 10,000, 60,000, 7,000, and so on like that, to up to salary. We add everything together. When we take it away from the total in the debit side, the difference is 26,200. The difference is 26,200. Then we will have the equal balance of 145. This implies that we have balanced the account. So the balance carried down of every month becomes the balance brought down of the following month. So by the month of February now, the balance brought down will be 26,200, which is our balance carried down from the month of January. So far so good. This is how the posting in the cash book will be done. But it is not stop here. As we may be asked to present the information from the cash book to the ledger, and that leads us to the second period, preparation of ledger from the cash book. In the second period there. So why do we need this? This one is needed in order to complete the double entry principle of all the items in the cash book above that we've prepared. Then there will be need to prepare the ledger from our cash book, and there we are going to apply the principle of double entry that says for every debit entry there must be a corresponding credit entry. So we'll be picking those items one after the other. We'll be picking it one after the other, as the first item posted here is capital. So being in the debit side there, we are going to open a capital account as we have down here. So it will be credited here. The word cash will be used in the credit side because we have brought the information from the cash book. Cash 100,000 in the credit side, and this will be the balance carried down in the debit side. Then we close the account by drawing two lines. Then we have our balance brought down, which is 100,000, that will be taken to the next account. Then sales account. In this case, if we have more than a single sales account will be used for all, and it will be credited as well, being information from the debit side of the cash book. So here is the corresponding credit entry of it. In the sales account, it will be recorded as cash because we brought information from cash book debit side. That is why it is credited. So one thing we should know, what we should have in mind, is that to post the ledger from the cash book, all items in the debit side of the cash book when get to the ledger will be credited, and all items in the credit side of the cash book when open the ledger will be debited. And that is what the principle of double entry says, that for every debit entry, there must be a corresponding credit entry. And for every credit entry, there must be a corresponding debit entry. Or better still, we say for every debit entry, there must be a corresponding credit entry and vice versa. Then the next item in the debit side of the cash book is Tope Aliu. I said earlier in the first period that when Tope Aliu's account is open, it's going to be credited, being an amount that goes out. So cash 40,000. Then we have the balance carried down in the debit side and the balance brought down credit side as well. That is for all the items in the debit side. For the items in the credit side, we have purchases, terms, diesel, Azan, Adama, and so on like that. So all those items will be debited when we open their respective ledger account, such that in the purchases account here, because we have like two purchases, if there are more than two, just single purchase account will be used for them. So it's just that we are going to indicate the date. January 6, cash 20,000. That was the purchases made on the 6th of January. January 24, another purchases was made of 70,000, having the total of the two to be 90,000. So this 90,000 will be our balance carried down in the credit side, 90,000. We have the total for the two. Then this becomes the balance brought down for purchases account as 90,000. The next item there is that of stamp. So it's going to be debited as well, being the corresponding debit entry from the cash book. So we have cash 100 naira, and this will be the balance carried down. We have the balance brought down. We open the ledger for diesel as well. It's going to be debited because we have the corresponding credit entry in the cash book as 17. This will be the balance carried down. Then we have the balance brought down. The next one is that of Azan Adamu. Azan Adamu is going to be debited as well as cash, and we have it as the balance carried down, and this will be the balance brought down for the month as well. Then motorcycle account, from the credit side of the cash book, then is going to be debited to complete the double entry aspect of it as well. We have the balance carried down and the balance brought down. Then the last one there is that of salary account. So it's going to be debited as cash too, because we brought the information from cash book, and we have the debit side. We have the balance carried down and the credit side recorded as 20,000 naira and the balance brought down. Note that there will be no ledger entry for the balance carried down. When we go back to the cash book prepared, we have balance carried down of 26,200. Balance carried down of 26,200 as we have here. 26,200 balance carried down. We are not going to open ledger. Why? Because it has complete its double entry. We have the credit entry right in the cash book as well as the debit entry right in the same cash book as the balance brought down. So no ledger will be opened for the balance carried down as far as the ledger is concerned. Because it's double entry. It has, as I've said earlier, it has completed its double entry right in the cash book. So far so good. As far as the single column cash book is concerned, this is how to prepare it and how ledger can be prepared from the cash book. So inshallah, we'll have our assignment posted in the portal in the assignment section. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi